Hello, welcome to Line 88, a horror visual novel developed by Hatoge, available on itch.io. And well, it's about a bus ride that goes wrong. I guess we'll see what happens. I guess a little content warning. This is a horror game, so there may be some disturbing elements. Viewer discretion is advised. I think there's more detailed warnings once you start. Hatoge. You know, I always say Hatoge. It has a dark atmosphere. It's not intended for children. If you are a child, leave now. No, I was gonna say Hatoge. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's like, I'm just pronouncing it because it looks like it's like in Japanese syllables. I don't know if it's Japanese necessarily. I'm pronouncing it like as if it's using Japanese syllables. Hatoge. Hatoge. Reminds me of kusoge, which means something else. It means it actually is very derogatory of like bad game. But anyway, it was an ordinary day. On this ordinary day, in an ordinary bus, Now was sitting by himself, staring out the window. There's nothing interesting to look at in this side of the town. He was just passing time, absent-mindedly waiting for his stop to be announced. Now paid no attention to his surroundings, and in return, hoped to remain unperceived also. I mean, that's just basic public transportation etiquette that I feel like not everyone is, aware of. But generally speaking, yeah, you do not look at other people. You do not look at strangers. You just look at outside the window, or you look down, or you just go to take a nap. I don't know. You don't look at the people around you unless you know them. It'd be weird, Anyway, this was his routine. It had been for many years, and he had a wish for this to change. Yet on this particular morning, something odd occurred. Excuse me. Okay. You have like, a hoge, and also, that, when you do a emoticon, like, :3, that mouth? Yes? Sorry to bother you, but you seem super familiar. What's your name? Huh? It's Now. I knew it. I'm Siren. Do you remember me? Siren. What a unique name. As soon as he heard that name, distant memories from high school come rushing in. They were mostly blurry images from a time Now had long forgotten. It's been forever. How have you been? Are you working? Are you still pursuing a higher degree? I remember you being like super smart. Probably doing something sciencey, right? Wait, don't say it. Let me guess. You're an astrologist. Do you mean astronomer? Yeah, I always get those two mixed up too. Astrology, astronomy, one's like horoscopes, the other's an actual, science. Oh right, astrology is like star signs, right? I always get those two mixed up. Whoopsie. That's super cool though. Wish I was smart enough to study the stars. I'm not an astronomer. I work in net security. Wow. I mean, that's impressive actually. Heck. I thought it was gonna be like a thing where he didn't do anything, maybe I'm projecting, but like, I thought it was gonna be like a thing where he's like really smart, back in high school and everything, had like good grades, but then as soon as he turned into like an adult, he didn't know what to do with his life, and therefore, just ended up working at dead-end jobs at minimum wage. But no, actually, he works in net security. What the heck? That's like amazing, actually. That's a very high-paying job, I imagine. Cybersecurity, I imagine, right? Oh. I mean, duh. It would have totally been my next guess. As for me, I have my own fashion label now. It's still small, I don't have a physical store or anything, but I'll get there. Speaking of, I'm so in love with your jacket. Where'd you get it? The center? Are you going to the center right now? Could you show me where it is? You don't need cool stores. No, I'm driving to work. Wow, you start late. I never get to start late with my part-time job. Like, I know that I gotta keep a sidekick for now, so it can't be helped, but seriously though, working retail should be considered a human rights violation. Because let me tell you, some of the customers I get, the actual worst. Like just the other day. It's like mega extrovert versus just introvert, I guess. Well, Siren went on a tangent of speed Now struggled to keep up with. Now grew increasingly nervous. As the conversation continued, he felt a strong sense of deja vu. He wasn't sure why, but his gut told him that this wasn't a good thing. Although it wasn't his stop yet, he could easily walk the remaining distance. When the next stop was announced by the speaker, Now got up. Anyway, I have to go. It was so nice to see you again. We should totally meet up sometime. Give me your phone real quick. No? No. Sorry, I don't have it with me. You're kidding. I could never leave the house without my phone. I'd actually die. What to do? I know. Let me hand you one of my business cards. Oh, okay. The feeling was growing. Now started fidgeting with the hem of his coat, while he waited for Siren to fish out his card. I could have sworn I put him in here. One sec. Oh, I really need to go. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's just... kind of feels like fate that we met again after such a long time, you know? Like, what are the chances? And there's so much more to catch up on. Suddenly, all the lights in the bus started flickering. And just like that, the world had gone dark. Or gone dark? Had gone dark. Gone dark. Also, there's lights in the bus? I actually never thought about that. I mean, I guess there is. I don't know, for some reason I can't remember if there's lights on like a bus, you know? Like, I don't know why I can't. Like, in my head, I'm trying to imagine the inside of a bus, and I don't remember if there's lights in it. I don't know. I just can't think of it. A distant memory. A classroom during lunch break. As usual, Now was sitting by himself. He didn't have any friends. So it came as a surprise to him when somebody sat down at his table and cheerfully smiled at him. Okay, flash it back. He didn't remember what they talked about, but the classroom did seem a little bit brighter that day, just like lights, you know, inside a bus. I mean, I mean, it makes sense. There will be lights in the bus. Otherwise, if it gets really dark at night, you know, how would you see? But, what just happened? Everything went dark. Yeesh. Now his eyes needed a few moments to get used to the darkness. Not only that, I don't know why I said not only that. Not only had the lights inside the bus, the final boss. No, I can't speak. Not only had the lights inside the bus gone out, outside was complete darkness as well. I guess we've entered. You know, we've entered the shadow realm. Now, are you okay? I'm fine. What about you? I got a little spooked, but I'll survive. That's good. The feeling of relief didn't last very long. Sue now realized that everyone else had disappeared. Weren't there other passengers before? Oh gosh, were there? I was so absorbed with our conversation. Maybe they all got off while we were talking? Maybe. Or they went to the driver to complain. That's what people know best. Just complain all day. Not like the driver can help it either, right? Also, I don't know, whatever happened can't be that bad. Like the bus is literally still running. I think we're just in a tunnel or something because the reception here sucks. Whatever. I'm sure once we get out of this tunnel, it'll be bright as day again. I don't know. Maybe we should talk to the driver as well. If that's okay. Oh yeah, sure. They can move? Wow. Amazing. The power of movement. It's pretty cool. It's like a mix of 2D and 3D. Not exactly 2.5D. You know, when I think of 2.5D games, I think of like platformers with like 3D backgrounds and whatnot. It seems like, you know, keep going, but we never make any progress. At this point, Now had noticed the bus seemed to be a lot longer than he remembered. This is a liminal bus. Everything all right? I just thought we should have reached the driver by now. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Maybe that's like a thing in this town, like a tourist attraction? Extra long buses. Not really. I'm just kidding. Probably just seems long because we're a little on edge, right? Maybe. I'm just looking at the seats. You know, I guess this is more of like a... what do you call it? Like, I don't know. Because when I take the bus, it's usually within the city. But this bus looks like a bus that's like meant to be for long travel. You know? I don't know. Just look at the seats. It looks different to me. It looks more, I don't know, comfy, you know? I guess it depends on your own, like, cities, like, public transportation. Yeah, maybe the bus is getting a little too long. But let's not assume anything bad just yet, and keep on going. I mean, we gotta reach somewhere eventually, right? Yeah. Whatever you say. Not even a side entrance, by the way. You know, for buses, usually there's a front entrance and a side entrance. This is a really long bus. It's more like a train, really. This reminds me of a train, you know? What's up? I could have sworn. Was there something? Never mind. Hey, what's with this? Why is there, like, you know, an in-between? Again, it's like in between the cabins of a train. I don't know if buses have that. I don't know, again, it's probably like a very, like, how do you say, long distance kind of bus, you know? I guess when I think about it, there are, like, longer buses, you know, with that little, like, a turn, you know, in the middle. I think those exist, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. Let's talk about something. Huh? So, what do you like to do when you're not working? So, let's make some small talk. Sleep? I meant like hobbies and stuff. Oh, I don't know. Are you into anime? You know, you seem like someone who liked anime. No, not really. What are you, a normie? I don't have a computer at home. What? How are you in net security? I'm assuming network security, right? That's what I'm assuming anyway. How are you in security, but you don't have a computer at home? You know? I would think someone who got that kind of job, you know, would know a lot about computers and would have a computer at home. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know his circumstances. Maybe he just doesn't have a computer at home, like at the moment. Maybe I don't know. What about your phone? It's too old. But you work with computers, right? Yes, but I don't want to work at home also. Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, I guess so. Then what else are you doing at home? I talk. You talk? Like with friends on the phone? Or what do you mean? Well, you see, I make YouTube videos where I talk to myself while recording and playing video games. No, yeah, that. You know, whatever you said. So you were able to make friends. Oh well, you're always alone before. It's good. That's change. I mean. Okay. Whatever. Okay, bro. I'm gonna walk down this endless bus ride, however, and keep on going forever. Because somehow we're in limbo. You know? What's another word for limbo? I always forget. I remember searching for it on Google, but like I forget what the other word for limbo is. Also, what was that? Hello? You saw it too. Oh, so that's what you saw before, but what is it? Oh, do you think it might be another passenger? I don't know about that. Let's catch up to them. Let's run towards the monster. Though a little rude to just run away, don't you think? You know, let's simply run towards the threat. The thing that will murder you. That's fine, right? Nothing wrong with that. Also, what's that? Can you interact with that? I actually don't know if I can interact with anything. I'm just pressing up. What? There's grass now? Whoa, am I high? Or is there like grass growing from the ground? Yeah. Oh, pretty. Pretty. Yeah, maybe they should add plants to more public transportation. I'm not sure that the plants would be too happy. Oh, The ones here seem to be fine, though. That's because they're... Never mind. Alright. Okay. Is it just me, or is the seats change? It looks like they have patterns on them now. Am I crazy? I don't know. Also, Siren is like incredibly optimistic. You know, no matter the circumstances, I guess. Oh. You know, this whole overgrown theme in here just got me the idea of my next print. Give me a moment while I write it down. Now? Yes, now. Yeah, you are now. Now? That's your name. No. Duh, else I'll just forget it. Okay. Okay. Well, now wait for Siren to finish his sketch. His sketch? I think that's a typo. I think. He silently watched him. Something about his presence was oddly comforting to now. Almost as if he was right back in school, sitting together at lunch, sharing notes. Now quickly shook off this feeling. And got it. Thanks for waiting. Always gotta strike when the iron's hot, get me? Not really. I'm not much of an artist. Really? I bet you make like I bet you make like super interesting art if you tried. You know, you ever heard of the like AI generation? You know, they can like AI these days can make art as well. You know, and you're probably good with computers. You know, you could probably do something like that. Even though there's an ethical, quandary about that, by the way, about how like if AI is like stealing other people's art and combining it into new images, even though that's what humans do anyway. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what creativity, is? Usually, it is about like just stealing other people's art and like making something new out of it, and it's just a reiteration of, I would say millions of years. Well, I don't know how long I actually don't know how long human civilization has lived for. I don't know, but I mean, I guess thousands of years, not millions of years. That'd be too long. I don't know if humanity survived. I mean, I guess if you don't include Homo sapiens, I don't know if Homo sapiens, like before that, did humans, exist back even before that? I don't know. Anyway, I was gonna say, oh yeah, I mean art. Yeah, art is just like a reiteration of thousands of years of like, human like creativity. At the end of the day, it's just putting lines, together, and like it somehow appeals to your brain. And it's like, haven't we already discovered all possibilities at this point? It's just like, I mean, actually, when you think about it, at some point, will all art be exhausted? When you think about it, if every single possibility, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm going on a big tangent now, but like, it's kind of like that thought experiment, I guess, or I don't know what you call it, but like, about how like if you have enough monkeys, like infinite amount of monkeys typing on a typewriter, you'll eventually get like the best story ever or something. You'll get some kind of novel, and like, or every combination ever. And it's like, would that apply for art as well? If somehow you could have AI that can draw every possibility of every line, of every pixel, of every color, an infinite amount of times. Well, I guess, infinite is like forever, but or near infinite. Would you exhaust every possibility that would ever exist, and art would be complete, I guess, would be no new art. I don't know if that's how it works. Anyway, what were we talking about? Siren was like drawing something of fashion, and like, oh yeah, he was talking about how like you should like draw or something. It's like, nah. Well, as they say, quiet rivers are big. No, that doesn't sound right. Quiet rivers run dry? Wait, that doesn't even make any sense. Still waters run deep? Yeah, that's it. You're so smart. But like, honestly, maybe that's your problem. You think too much. You need to feel more, you get me? Okay, I'll try. Feeling isn't part of my job description, bro. It's not about feeling. I guess. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what cybersecurity involves, actually. But when I think about it, like, a lot of people lose their credentials or get their, like, identity stolen. Not because of, like, hacking, usually. It's mostly because of social engineering, usually, like, scams or whatever, or, like, tricking people. Like, socially, really. That's the major problem when it comes to security. I think. I don't know. Anyway. They're back. Siren, I don't think that's a person. Now that you say it, yeah, I don't think that's a person either. Huh. But like, what is it then? I'm not sure we should find out. What if it's friendly? It's not like attacking us or anything. Besides, it's on our way anyway, so... Don't worry. I won't let anything bad happen to you. Okay. Alright. I guess I'll trust the fashion designer to protect us from the demons in the dark. I just randomly got the chills. No clue why. Probably nothing. Should we take a break? Thank you, but it's okay. I'm just feeling a little under the weather. It'll go away. Alright, if you say so. It's not foreshadowing anything at all. There's a lot of mushrooms and also... tree. Ah yes, tree? Like tree branches? I don't know, we just keep going forward. There's no going back. It's funny how like the developer made animations for going left, right, and down, but like we never do that. You know, we just go up. Now? Yes? Well, am I coming on too strong sometimes? I mean, like not just now, back then as well. Huh? I never, thought about that. Really? Of course, you were very kind to me. Then why didn't you tell me before moving away? It was complicated. I'm sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry for bringing this stuff up now, it's just... it weighed on me a little, that's all. But let's forget about all that and get a move on. As they say, the past is in the past, right? Right. Okay. I wonder if it was a coincidence the Siren found now in the same bus ride, you know? Now? Yes? Would you be down to hang out again after this? Like somewhere cozier? That would... let's focus on getting out first. Let's not do that. Let's survive. The objective is to survive. Even though it's just walking, there's not much to do. It's just a walk. I know if this was a survival horror game, we'd do some puzzles or something. We'd do like a really hard puzzle that I get really frustrated at. And then on YouTube, I would cut out like 10 hours of like walking aimlessly and not knowing what to do until I finally find the solution. Now... Weird question, but what would you do if you were, like, actually stuck here? Well, you'd probably, like, starve and die, you know? I don't know. Right, I guess you wouldn't. I guess, would you die from dehydration first or starve first, you know? Because technically, they always say you're stuck on a desert island or whatever, you always need water first. You'll sooner die from dehydration than starvation. I guess there's mushrooms. Does mushrooms have moisture in it? You know, can we eat these mushrooms? Can we eat this tree? Are trees edible? I mean, trees sometimes grow edible things, like apples. It depends on the tree. I'm just wondering, like pine cones, for example. I mean, squirrels eat pine cones. You know, if you're in a very desperate situation, you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, like in the forest, can you eat like pine cones? I don't know if it's edible or not. Siren, be honest with me. Am I a nuisance? No, that's... I just keep asking myself where I went wrong. I was so happy to see you again, but... You've just been trying to get away from me, haven't you? Maybe you even blame me for all of this mess. Maybe if I hadn't talked to you, then none of this. Is this my fault? No, you have it all wrong. I'm bad at expressing my feelings. And I was always afraid that I might grow attached. And then you grow tired of me and I'd be all alone again. Sorry, I thought I'd do you a favor if I disappeared from your life. What? I said that I thought I would do you a favor. I heard you. Are you like serious right now? Are you literally serious right now? Of course you wouldn't be doing me a favor for disappearing, you dumbass. Like, why would I spend time with you if I didn't like it? You think I didn't have other friends to bother? Be for real for me. Be for real with me. Yes, but you might grow tired of me eventually, right? Nuh-uh, not in 100 years. Well, how about we test that, 100 years, maybe you would get bored of somebody. I am Loyal, sticks and stones and all that jazz. I'm not allowing you to be self-deprecating on my watch. You're wonderful if your other friends aren't, or if your other friends, aren't tell you that enough? No. You're wonderful, and if your other friends don't tell you that enough, then maybe you need better friends, just saying. Everything got worked up there, huh? Sorry you had to hear all that. This place is really starting to get to me, I tell you what. But since we finally cleared up this misunderstanding, I'm back in action. Let's kick some ass, get out of here, and then... Oh, I know, let's go karaoke afterwards. Huh? Karaoke? No way, I can't sing. Don't worry, I'll sing the first song with you, and if it sounds silly, at least we'll sound silly together. Okay. But you have to promise not to laugh. People who laugh at others during karaoke are the worst. If anyone ever laughs at you for singing, I'll beat them up. Alright, that got my spirits back up. And now let's make it like a tree and get out of here ASAP. Make like a tree. And leave. There are a bunch of trees here. And also there's a tree motif going on. It's like... Alright, well... I guess we'll just keep going down the rows. Siren? About karaoke. I don't think I can sing after all. So can I just come to listen? I promise you absolutely love it if you just give it a try. I don't know, what if I embarrass myself? Charlotte's super out of tune as well, but it doesn't matter to me, because I'm just happy that she's having fun. Well, at first she didn't want to go to karaoke with me either, and I can barely get her to pass the mic. She'll be in great hands with us, you'll see. Sheila. Who's Sheila? Who? Sorry, I was just wondering, who's Sheila? Oh, right, I never told you about her. Sheila's my wonderful girlfriend. She's also the reason I'm here in the first place. So she lives in this town? Yes, that huge pretty building near the center. Oh, she totally come visit us while I'm there. You'll love Sheila, she's so cool. Yeah. At first I thought Siren was gonna be, suspicious, but maybe it's the other way around. Anyway, oh my gosh, finally. Is that? The door. Yeah, maybe you could tell, but I was starting to get a little worried there. That just proves once again that a positive attitude is all you need. Well, most of the time anyway. I guess it doesn't open automatically. Well then. Yeah. That don't stand there. Help me pry this open. Oh, right, sorry. Even after using all their strength, the door wouldn't even open an inch. You've got to be kidding. No worries. I'm sure we just missed a switch or something. Or maybe the thing we ran to before is the key. Yeah, something like that. Let's just stay calm and retrace our steps. This is just another roadblock, nothing more. Right? Yeah. You just go all the way back. Good. But it didn't matter how long they searched. They couldn't find anything that would open the door. There's no puzzles to solve. No key items to find. No RPG battles to fight even. They were just stuck. It was impossible to say how much time had passed, but eventually their limbs grew tired. Just for a moment, Now had a dream. It was a cherished memory. But perhaps Now thought, I ruined it now. Siren, are you asleep? You again. What's up with you? Don't look at me like that. Do you think I wanted this to happen? I left him behind for his own good. I didn't want him to see this part of me. I tried to get away, It's his own fault, you know. He came back for me even though I ran away. He's the only one who's ever fought for me. He's the only one. I thought that maybe we could leave together and then... we could... But I couldn't let him leave after all. He chose her over me. Okay. What am I even saying? You're not judging me. You're just hungry, aren't you? I'll be heading out for a bit. If I come back, and you've harmed just a single hair on his body, I'll make sure that you experience something worse than hell. Not just you and me from now on, so I expect you to be on your best behavior, you got that? But it's okay. We don't have to fight. We can help each other. You'll keep him safe and I'll bring you food. I heard there's a pretty building near the center. Make sure Siren has sweet dreams while I'm gone. See you soon, Siren. After all, you're mine now. And forever. Okay. Who was the true Yandere? You know, like, this game was in the Yandere Jam. So I was expecting a Yandere. So as it turns out, you were the Yandere. Ah, what a twist. Okay, yeah, okay. Nah, that's interesting. I mean, obviously, the fact that he has like a JoJo stand that kills people, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, he just has that, I guess. That's never explained, but I mean, that's fine. It's like, that's just like, you know, that's just a, how do you say, a literary device? Maybe, is that the right word? Literary device to just tell the story, you know? The fact that he has like a supernatural monster with him, like, you know, that's just the thing he has, I guess. But, you know, like it's interesting because the story was like, it seemed to be like, oh, he's just this sad dude, and like he has his how do you say, his high school friend. Oh, and the game crashed. Good, great, cool. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yes, you know, the story was definitely set up to be like a bait and switch. You know, it's like in the beginning, he's like, oh, he's just a sad dude, and he just met up with his like high school friend. And it's like whatever, you know, he's just insecure and lonely. You know, it's like it's just him just being you know, anxious, I guess, right? And he's supposed to feel bad for him. But like, as it turns out, what the heck? He's the one that was controlling the liminal space, you know, the bus thing and the monster. He's the one that actually trapped Siren in this dimension, I guess. And like, apparently, he's been doing this for a while, you know, because he seems familiar with the monster and everything, right? So he knows about it, and he knows what's happening, actually. He was just pretending to be dumb, you know, he was just playing dumb. You know, planning not to know what's going on, but he actually knew, and it was just an excuse for him to like talk to Siren. Up until Siren revealed that, you know, he has a girlfriend, and it's like, well, that's you just nailed the how do you say, nailed the last nail? I don't know what the word is. You nailed the, what's the saying? I'm gonna search it up. Nail the last coffin. I always don't remember idioms. Nail the last I guess put in the final nail in the coffin, I guess. I don't know, anyway. Literally, you know. Siren put the final nail in his own coffin when he mentioned that he has a girlfriend. And it's like, you know, these characters were getting along so well, and I know the developer usually has like, you know, BL relationships, but like, he mentions a girlfriend, eh? Well, turns out that's when, you know, the Yandere comes out. But yeah. So there you go. Pretty short. Interesting little twist. And yeah. You know, obviously I like the art and everything as well. Not much, you know, no real gameplay. I'm just thinking about the developers of the games. they usually have a bit of gameplay. This one doesn't really have gameplay. Not really a bad thing, you know. It is advertised as just simply a visual novel in the first place. It says on the store page, actually. So, I mean, not exactly a bad thing. It's just, you know, a little bit different than what the developer usually does, I guess. Trying to think. Anything else? Yeah, I mean, it's good. I don't know why there was a jump scare at the very end, though. You know, I was actually not expecting that. Kind of surprised me a little bit. But I don't know. I was in the middle of talking about something, so it kind of annoyed me more than it scared me. But I don't know, whatever. I do wonder, though. I mean, I think this is I think it's a good story because it raises so many questions, right? You know, it had like a solid core to it. You know, the whole relationship between Siren and Now. You know, that's kind of like the main, you know, plot, you know, of the story. But it does raise a lot of interesting questions, you know, about like where did he get that monster, you know, what was he doing and things like that, and you know, and like what happened to the people on the bus, and a lot of things that are really interesting that you know, I assume will never get answered. But you know, I think it does a good job, you know, piquing your interest, making you curious and everything, right? I don't know if it'd be a good thing to really expand on that necessarily, but it is interesting. You know, I noticed as well. It says here in the store page says, "You're welcome to stream and record this game. However, don't edit my logo and content warning screen at the beginning, as well as the credits of the video." Which I don't know. Well, I was gonna say, like, those are things I usually do anyway. Usually, I don't edit them out. I was just thinking, like, why do they feel the need to say that? You know, do YouTubers usually do that? That'd be weird. I mean, that's true, I guess. You know, I see a lot of times on YouTube, people always just upload videos and like they never like credit the person who made something, you know, or they add like a small meme over it and they don't give the source, you know, the actual real video, the real like animation or whatever that's actually high quality. They just dump some random meme on it, you know, it's like a reaction meme, and somehow it has millions of views. But like the actual person who made the thing, the actual like 99% of the actual video, you know, it never gets linked, and people just assume that they made it, but they didn't. That happens a lot on the internet, you know. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know, not much to say about this game. Pretty short story, pretty dark, I would say, pretty dark and interesting. But there you go. Guess that's it for Line 88. I guess if you're on YouTube, you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs I've done on the channel, so you can look for those if you want. I've done actually a few games from this developer, and they're all pretty interesting. You know, if you're interested in like the art style and kind of like these morbid stories, actually, there's more of it actually, so you can look for those too. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.